Well, Black and White Network, progressives are really regressives. Now, we done videos on Brandon Johnson of Chicago. He is a woke progressive. And by the way, stay tuned for the Chicago weekend crime shootings. I'm pretty sure Rhodes is actually going to shoot that tomorrow. But we have routinely said that he is probably the worst mayor in these United States of America, man. Progressive Democrats are the worst. They're the most far left. They don't believe in prosecuting crime. But it seems like Brandon Johnson has me rethinking that he may not be the worst mayor in this country. That may come as a shocker considering, how much we actually cover Brandon Johnson here on this channel. But the mayor of Boston, man, I don't think I've ever done a video on the mayor of Boston. Michelle Wu, another progressive Democrat who is really a regressive, man. This woman is extremely woke. And what she is proposing, guys, is just so radical. Even Democrats in Boston are slamming her for this. Folks, when I was 11 years old, man, I didn't know much about anything. I knew music. I played instruments. That's probably about the only thing I really knew. Some sports. But when it comes to politics and finance, all that kind of stuff, I knew nothing about that. But Michelle Wu, she actually wants 10, 11-year-old kids to actually vote. No, I'm not making this up, man. I am not making this up. Also, illegal aliens, guys. Let's get into this. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button to get access to the same thing. So, here we go, guys. This is dead serious, guys. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu ripped over unserious plan to give 11-year-old kids, illegal aliens, voting powers. Is she really serious? Oh, yeah. These progressives, man, they're dead serious, man. Now, even on a national level, we know that there are woke Democrats, progressives, that wanted to actually lower the voting age to 16. This, my friends, is even more radical, man. I mean, what does an 11-year-old Bostonian know about the local government? Probably not much. It says here, Boston's woke mayor, Michelle Wu, has been ripped over a tone-deaf and unserious plan to give kids as young as 11 and undocumented migrants voting rights when it comes to deciding how millions of dollars in public funds are doled out. Now, first of all, it is illegal for an 11-year-old to vote. And non-citizens, illegals, and actually illegal immigrants that are here, they can't vote. They're not citizens, man. Wow. The city's new participatory budget voting process, which will go into effect in July, gives ordinary Bostonians the ability to decide how a portion of the city's budget will be spent. The Boston Herald reported. City Councilor Ed Flynn, a Democrat, slammed the new process, specifically the involvement of children, during a committee hearing reviewing Wu's fiscal year 2025 budget earlier this week. He also aired his grievances in a letter to the Office of Participatory Budgeting Director Renato Castello, in which he flagged his unequivocal and vehement opposition to the looming process. I mean, is this one really serious? Is she really serious, man? How did she get elected? I'm curious about that. But how did Brandon Johnson get elected too? But anyway, quote, during this time of great fiscal uncertainty, with a study warning that remote work policies and the city's declining commercial property values may cost us $500 million in revenue annually, as well as a subsequent proposal to also tax commercial property at a higher rate, now more than ever, it is critical that we show the taxpayers of Boston that we take our financial responsibilities serious, Flynn wrote. Well, obviously, Michelle Wu definitely ain't taking it serious, man. He goes on, quote, allowing children to decide the usage of taxpayer dollars would do just the opposite and be viewed as tone deaf, unserious, and wholly inappropriate by my constituents. Wow. Boston's participatory budgeting, a process that's gaining popularity in other progressive cities, was initially approved by a ballot measure back in 2021. The relevant board and office were set up after being approved by the council late last year. Starting in July, residents will be able to dictate how $2 million in city funds should be spent after the Wu administration handpicks 15 community priorities for them to choose from. Flynn argued the $2 million figure was too significant given the current economic conditions. Several other councilors griped too that the process gave greater budgetary powers to taxpayers than the council itself. Wow, this is astonishing, man. This is really astonishing. Michelle Wu wants 11-year-olds and non-citizens, including illegal aliens, to vote on how to spend the city's money. Yeah, you people in Boston, man, you guys got to wake up. Y'all got to wake up, man. This is crazy right here. How in the world could anybody think, you know what, that's a good idea, man? 11-year-olds who can't even do algebra, who are still, their brains are actually still growing. Kids, they don't even know the issues, man. When I was 10, 11, 12 years old, I didn't know any issues. I mean, I was a kid. I wasn't concerned with politics. Now, I was on student council in middle school, but what was student council really? I mean, this is crazy, man. This just shows you, man, how deranged these Democrats are, man, especially, these woke progressive types. Maybe Brandon Johnson even approves of this. Maybe he'll think of something like this for Chicago. This is insane, man. This is just pure insanity. Boy, I've never been to Boston, man, but I definitely do not want to go to Boston. I can tell you that much. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.